Today, we have coverage of a fire safety program, girls soccer,
and our annual teacher battle, all coming up on MOB.
Welcome back, Marcus. I'm Rishi Hanumandlu.
And I'm Alexis Garner. For the 7th and 8th graders in town, the Flower Mound Fire Department has a safety program to teach them how to stay safe.
Every year, the Central Fire Station of Flower Mound runs the Youth Fire Academy.
Our Youth Fire Academy is a week-long camp for 7th and 8th graders, spraying hose, climbing ladders, lighting stuff on fire, and learning how it works, and getting into how we do investigations and treat people with medical emergencies. It's to get these kids hands-on on what the fire service does. The youth in the 7th and 8th grade range, that age group is the highest offenders for starting fires. We'd like to get to that age group before they make big mistakes.
The Youth Fire Academy is sanctioned by real experienced firefighters focused on fire safety.
Our fire crews are a huge part of it. They help run all of our activities.
We have a wonderful prevention department here that their whole mission is to make sure accidents never happen. So as much as we can prevent that through education, we want to do that. I would love it if our ambulances and fire engines and trucks never left the bay, because that means nobody needs us, nobody's hurting, nobody's in a crisis.
The Youth Fire Academy teaches the core elements of a firefighter and makes a positive impact on the community's youth.
Our job is to exceed our citizens' expectation every day. Part of the beauty and also the kind of the curse of the fire service is you never know what's coming next. So it could be a day filled that's very mundane and nobody needs help, to a day filled with structure fires, medical emergencies, hazmat incident.
Being able to meet some of these people and connect with them and make an impact on them it's such an honor for not only me, but for our entire department. We want to make a difference, a positive difference in our young residents' lives. We want them to remember the lessons we're teaching them. We're trying to get people thinking about how to be safe. That's the biggest part of this.
This has been Rishi Hanumandlu reporting for MOB. Lucky kids, I could barely handle matches before high school.
I think that was just you. Anyways, April and May are very busy months, but this Marauder takes busy to a whole new level.
A year ago, Alejandro had a rough week.
I called it Doomsday Week.
This year, her schedule is equally as busy.
I got Marcus softball, I'm on the varsity team, and then I'm also in the Marcus Wind Symphony. I'm in NHS, Mu Alpha Theta. I was a part of PSAT team, and so then I was a PSAT team captain this year, National Merit Scholar, Women in STEM Club, 12 years on softball, and 7 years on band now.
Issa won't let her limit be one thing.
Incredibly proud of how she balances two high-level activities at Marcus, both being in the top band, which is the Wind Symphony, as well as being a lead member on the varsity softball team.
It's a no-brainer for someone like her to sit in a room like that with musicians as talented as that group. And I mean, she fits right in because of her work ethic and because of the growth of the 4 years that she's had getting into that ensemble. She's amazing.
She sometimes has to choose which things take priority.
So it definitely is kind of a balancing act and just threading the needle between and finding that magic spot where I'm okay and I get all my stuff done.
Both activities have aspects she loves.
Band, it's a way to kind of show emotion and perform, and you can't find performances like that really anywhere else, especially in the Marcus band. And then softball is like, well, now I get to go out in a field and I get to hit stuff. So I'm really working two facets of my personality.
She believes it was all worth it in the end.
Would I do it again? And the answer is yes. I would do it differently, but I would do it again because I know that I can and I know that I'm capable. It teaches you a lot of things, but it's also experience you can't forget.
This has been Alexis Garner reporting for MOB.
And I thought I did a lot, but that girl has a ton on her plate.
Oh yeah, Speaking of, there's someone who's still pretty active even as an older resident of Flower Mound. If you've ever driven down Morse Road, you've definitely seen him before.
If you live in Flower Mound, you've definitely driven past Ralph Morse's house. What you may not have known is that Morse Road was named after his family. They have lived here for the past 7 generations.
They decided to widen Morse Road here, and make it what it is today. They were going to name it something else, but my dad was able to go up to the city council and get it named Morse Road. He wanted it named in honor of his ancestors, which is nice because no one except God had owned it before us. So, I guess it was fair and square to name it Morse Road.
You may have also picked up some fresh vegetables from his garden.
People come from quite a long distance in some cases. I have a lady who comes here from Oklahoma. She always lets me know she's coming because she don't come for 2 or 3 tomatoes. When she comes, she loads up, When I was 5 or 6 years old, this was all farming and ranch country. My grandpa, he and my dad built his house. It's now 100 years old. To me, farming is easy. It's easy because I like to do it.
Another thing you might not have known is that he's moving soon.
We have sold the property, so we'll be moving from here sometime this year. People around here, everybody that knows I'm going to be moving, when they stop by and talk, we're sure going to miss you. Well, what they're really saying, they're going to miss my tomatoes.
If you have time, you'd be doing yourself a favor dropping by his house and buying some of his famous tomatoes. This has been Anuva Rashid and Brandon Ciccone for MOB.
That's one interesting guy. I'm sure he'll be missed when he moves.
Yeah. On to another hot topic. On April 15th, the girls' soccer team brought home the 6A state championship. We had reporters there to film it all and talk to the winners.
The varsity girls soccer team began their journey to the state championship at the Texas State semifinals, where they played the Westwood Warriors. They ended the game winning 4-0, solidifying their spot at the state 6A championship.
It was so fun. We played so well together, and it was just, we had a great time. It's a family here, and the culture is fantastic, and we all played our hearts out, and I'm so ready to go out and win tomorrow.
On April 15th, the team competed against the Ridgepoint Panthers in the state finals. After leaving the first half 0-0, forward Bella Campos scored 2 unanswered goals, securing the team their title as state champions.
2 years in a row, we never made it past 5th round, and we made it all the way here, and it's just really crazy. We knew it was going to be a battle. We watched their game yesterday, and they were really physical, and they were going to fight for every ball. And I knew I could do it, and I knew our team could do it. I feel like our team just did amazing. Honestly, everyone performed so well.
Russell recalls feeling like this year was different from previous years, and their chances at a championship title greater.
Our team is family. I would say our team is so close this year, and I think that's what separated us from the rest of the teams.
Russell doesn't want the team's achievement to go unappreciated.
I just think that Marcus Girls Soccer is very underrated. I feel like everyone knows that we're so good and that we can do it, and I feel like we proved to everyone this year, and we're so happy that all these fans and all these people were able to make it out to this, and it was a big deal, so we're really happy with that. Just thank you for supporting us, and it's been one heck of a ride.
This has been Sarah Kuntz and Anuva Rashid, reporting for MOB.
If you want to get in on some Marcus sports, here's some information about a tournament being held by our girls' volleyball team.
Now that our year is coming to a close, Marcus Volleyball is holding their annual Grass Bash tournament. You can sign up with a group of your friends for a full-day volleyball tournament. The tournament will take place Saturday, May 13th, starting at 8 a.m. by the grass fields by the IAC. You must check in with your team at least half an hour before the tournament. The entry fee is $30 per person, also providing every player with lunch and a t-shirt or tank top. Your team must have at least 4 people on it, with at least 1 girl on the court at all times. Your deadline to sign up is this Friday, May 5th.
Now that our year is finally coming to a close, it's time for our annual teacher battle.
For this year's annual teacher battle, we had Miss Minnick, Miss Jennings, Mr. Stoberl, and Mr. Hinesley do themed makeup.
Your theme is Disney characters.
Okay.
Minnick and Jennings chose Ursula from The Little Mermaid, while Hinesley and Stoberl chose the genie from Aladdin.
We're gonna do purples. We're gonna do blues.
I think the first one done should get.
Well, define the first one done.
That's what I do with my test. That's not right. First one to finish.
First.
Everyone thinks you got to get the answers right. It's all about being first.
Speed.
Speed.
If you're
matters.
not first, you're last.
That's right.
Nice combo of both. Also, how much I like the kid.
Oh yeah. I think everybody.
You know, if I really like the kid, 100. They annoy me.
Whether or not I can read their writing.
Message of the day: don't study, just suck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Old blue ear. There it is.
You're enjoying this way too much. This is the best day of my life.
Oh yeah. Well,
it's better than the day my children were born. Just now I feel confident. I feel confident now that we're gonna win, so it's fine.
The beauty's in the simplicity.
Is it?
Yeah. You look at it. You
I mean, I do look.
face with some
I look just
black-
like the genie. Tape it on there. Yeah. You got some Gorilla Glue. Oh, it does.
I'm gonna get black stuff on my finger. I'm officially tendering my teaching resignation. This is what I'll be doing instead.
And then we'll tape it to
Turning
the tape.
people into Ursula. There's a demand for that, right?
Oh,
If you want me to
tape
do
that
this
while I'm
before
trying to
class on
do
Monday?
it.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1, voila! You look to the side.
Aladdin.
Yes.
Well, not Aladdin.
I'm the genie. The genie from
Not
Aladdin. Not Aladdin. The genie.
Shadow around the eyes, some great big lashes, that iconic beauty mark right there.
I can't believe you're keeping a straight face as she's saying all that.
I saw a picture. I saw 2 colors, and I'm like, I'm in. Although lipstick doesn't taste good, so
Yeah, I would not recommend eating lipstick.
We left the winner up to our followers on Instagram. This has been Christian Urea and Anuva Rashid reporting for MOB.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Rishi Hanumanlu.
And I'm Alexis Garner. Have a great day, Marcus. But before you go, we asked some students about their favorite moments this school year.
Well, I won a state championship, so that's definitely number 1.
I won the golf team. We won a golf tournament like a month ago. That was pretty fun. It was just dope.
Just hanging out with friends, I guess.
Lunch.
I think the Powder Puff game between seniors and juniors, it was fun.
Probably like the football games. Just being in the student section is really fun, being with all your friends.